The Ring of Gyges from Plato's Republic. Glaucon disagrees with Socrates and insists that justice and virtue are not in fact desirable in and of themselves. In support of his claim, Glaucon offers the following story, which suggests that the only reason people act morally is that they lack the power to behave otherwise. Take away the fear of punishment, and the just and the unjust person will both behave in the same way, unjustly, unmorally. Gyges was a shepherd in the service of the kingdom of Lydia. There was a great storm, and an earthquake made an opening in the earth at the place where he was feeding his flock. Amazed at the sight, he descended into the opening, where, among other marvels, he beheld a hollow brazen horse, having doors, at which he, stopping and looking in, saw a dead body of stature, as appeared to him more than human, and having nothing on but a gold ring. This he took from the finger of the dead and reascended. You may want to pause here to think and discuss with your breakout group. Why does Gyges take the ring? Would you take it? Why or why not? Now the shepherds met together according to their custom, that they might send their monthly report about the flocks to the king. Into their assembly he came, having the ring on his finger. And as he was sitting among them, he chanced to turn the collet of the ring inside his hand, when instantly he became invisible to the rest of the company, and they began to speak of him as if he were no longer present. He was astonished at this, and again touching the ring, he turned the collet outwards and reappeared. He made several trials of the ring, and always with the same result. When he turned the collet inwards, he became invisible. When outwards, he reappeared. Whereupon he contrived to be chosen one of the messengers who were sent to the court, where as soon as he arrived, he seduced the queen, and with her help conspired against the king and slew him and took the kingdom. Okay, another discussion question for you or for your breakout group. Explain Gyges' rationale for his actions when he realizes that he can be invisible. What does he do? Why does he do it? Suppose now that there were two such magic rings, and that the just put on one of them, and the unjust the other. No man can be imagined to be of such an iron nature that he would stand fast in justice. No man would keep his hands off of what was not his own when he could safely take what he liked out of the market, or go into houses and lie with anyone at his pleasure, or kill or release from prison whom he would, and in all respects be like a god among men. I want you to think about what Glaucon is talking about here. Is this true for all of us? Could this be a scenario in which this could ever be true for you? For you to think about on your own or within your breakout groups. Then the actions of the just would be as the actions of the unjust. They would both come at last to the same point. And this we may truly affirm to be a great proof that a man is just, not willingly or because he thinks that justice is any good to him individually, but of necessity. For wherever anyone thinks that he can safely be unjust, there he is unjust. For all men believe in their hearts that injustice is far more profitable to the individual than justice, then he who argues as I have been supposing will say that they are right. What do you think Glaucon means? If you could imagine anyone obtaining this power of becoming invisible and never doing any wrong or touching what was another's, He would be thought by the lookers on to be a most wretched idiot, although they would praise him to one another's faces, and keep up appearances with one another from a fear that they too might suffer injustice. Who is the most wretched idiot? And under what circumstances makes this most wretched idiot? When you reach the end of the story, you will then turn to this particular question as a short response do now or reflection assignment. Imagine for a moment that you were in possession of such a ring. How would you use it? If you had a perfect guarantee that you would never be caught or punished, what would you do? Support your response with your experience, knowledge, or information that you've learned in school or in other places.